So Kathleen, my understanding is that portion sizes have changed a lot in the last 20 or 30 years. Is this true?
Absolutely. And I think as what we think is normal now is actually quite distorted. So we're going through a little bit of a portion distortion phase at the moment. So, and it's really important to understand that there really are differences between portions and servings. So.
Oh, okay. So what are some of the differences then?
So looking at a portion is the actual amount of food you're going to eat in one given sitting. So for example, the snack you're going to have or the meal you're going to eat. But a serving is the recommended amount, or it's actually a measured amount of food.
Okay.
So for example, the Australian Dietary Guidelines have the 5 food groups.
Yep.
And there's actually suggested serves within the 5 food groups.
Right, okay, that makes sense. Well, let's have a look at grains, I guess, to start with. Yep. What do we have here?
So what we've got the whole grain varieties. We call this the breads and cereals and the whole grain varieties. So we've got here, for example, a cup of cooked pasta. This is not cooked at the moment, but that is definitely a serve. Okay. We're looking at 1 slice of bread is a serve, around 3 crisp breads, and looking at 1/3 of a cup of cooked oats. So these should be cooked, but they're not here today. But it's just giving you an example that a serving size is actually less than what you think.
And we've got a tomato here. Is that just 1 serve?
Just 1 tomato is 1 serve. As we've got a cup of leafy greens. Actually got half a potato.
Okay.
So looking at potato and half an avocado.
Right. Okay.
And as with your dairy, you've got 2 slices of cheese. Half of this tub of yogurt and a cup of milk. So coming along to your fruits now, we've got 1 serve of fruits. So we've got an apple, a cup of berries, and strawberries, an orange, and we're looking at 4 pieces of dried fruit.
Right, so that's not very much, is it? Just 4 pieces in one go. Okay. Well, what about the meats?
Yep, the meat section. These aren't cooked, so you will be buying in a raw state. So we're looking at around, for fish, around 120 grams of raw state in a raw state. But for meat, we're looking at around 80 grams. So when you actually cook it, it's around 65 grams.
Right.
So the actual recommendation with red meat is to have up to 455 grams of cooked meat per week. Okay. But most people, have that, per day. So you're looking at 65 grams of cooked meat per day. Same with poultry, around about 100 grams, and tofu as well. Nuts should be there too. And then we're looking at our discretionary food.
Right. So all this looks great, but I mean the treats, that's what we want to know about, isn't it?
Absolutely. So we're looking at around four squares of dark chocolate, 2 biscuits, 1 standard serve of alcohol, a can of soft drinks, and obviously we've got our 250 mils of beer as well.
Okay, so this is 1 serving?
Yep.
This is 1 serving?
Yep. So the thing is with the recommended amounts of serves, so we're looking at the suggested serve. So Australians need to eat around 6 serves of breads and cereals per day. We're looking at our 5 serves of vegetables, our 2 to 3 serves of dairy, 2 serves of fruit, around about 1 to 2 serves of your meats, including nuts as well, and around 1 serve of the discretionary fruit. And it all depends on your activity levels as well. If you're much more active, you've got much more leeway with that. But if you're looking at managing your weight, it's really important to look at your serves and manage